Anything, they actually have autopsy programs. Have you ever seen that? You've heard of it? You've heard that this happened like years ago. Remember, he was like a Danish coroner that was actually doing live autopsies. Not as in like the person was alive. No, I don't want to be part of this. That's good television, though. No. Today we're going to be looking at the sexual organs. No.
Isn't it tragic how of all the phrases in world history, you've got like, you know, I have a dream. Let freedom reign from here to freedom pass. Let us free at last. You know, Martin Luther King, right? So imagine, if you will, Gandhi, right? You know, the world lives for an eye, the world will be blind, you know. You've got Gandhi, you've got Martin Luther King, the most enigmatic people, and then right next to them, a t-shirt factory, is a picture of Adolf Hitler on the same page. Seriously? Imagine at the gates of heaven. Ah, Gandhi, welcome, welcome, even though you didn't believe in us. Ah, Dr. Martin Luther King, hi, how are you? Come on, come on. Just a second, ein Minuten bitte. He's not on the list, I don't see it. Do you see all that? I don't see it. I thought he was supposed to go downstairs. He's not going downstairs? What do you mean special privileges? Seriously? Because he was a vegetarian?
You guys, if you want, there's some beanbags free here. If you guys want free beanbags, no? You're afraid of getting picked on? Come on. You know you want it. There you go. Go for the beanbag before she gets there. They're all running. And it's guy in the hoodie in the first place, and oh, it's gone. Couple have to go find somewhere else to get romantic.
The teacher calls up my mother and says, and this is in the 80s, like 1980, 1981, so it's okay to call your son a retard. You know, there's no political correctness. It's like, I think your son is, you know, it's French, so I think your son is retarded. Egyptian moms, like if you were told, like any mothers in this room, any women, Egyptian women with children, so what would you do if like a teacher called your child a retard? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, what?
Kick her butt.
Kick her butt, alright? So imagine what an Iraqi mother would do. You think it's Iraqi insurgents in Baghdad blowing up shit? No, it's the mothers with like plastic explosive slippers. My mother's like, what, excuse me, what do you mean my son is a retard? I put the scissors on the table. I put the paper on the table next to the scissors. I tell him that we are going to be cutting the lapin. You know what lapin is? French for? Rabbit. Rabbit, that's correct. So you're going to be cutting the rabbit. I put the scissors on the table. I tell him, cut the paper. You know what your son did? No, what did my son do? He drew his finger around the scissors. Like a retard. I told him again. My mother was like, "Why? What's wrong with you?" I hate it here. Get me the fuck out. We're gonna talk about that word later. So she takes me to have my IQ tested. And at age 4, I have an IQ of 139. Yeah, I'm twice as smart as George W. Bush at age 4. Aren't we all? Well, to be fair, a potato is twice as smart. Now this is the tricky situation. When you're at a family friend's house and you've got soiled underwear, but you have your mobile phone, there's technology comes to save you. So on the toilet, I'm sending my mother, I remember this word for word. Mom, had an accident, in quote marks. We need to go now. I come downstairs. Now, my mother is not in the motion of like, ayo, salam alaikum, okay, salam alaikum. No. No, my mother is sitting with her cup of tea, talking to her friends, and the only place left for me to sit is on the white couch. I come, they're all sitting that direction, so I sit like this. With my hand like on the couch. I look like a Playgirl bunny. I look like I'm about to go, my name's Sandy. I'm 38, 24, 38.
I like long walks on the beach, rich people, turn-offs, poor people. Ma. Don't interrupt me, I'm talking. Ma. Don't you want to see if Dad sent you a text message? Why are you sitting like that?
And this is her face as she reads the text.
Okay, عيني معلش خليني والسيف لازم نطلع.
There is a house in New Orleans. Not anymore because of Hurricane Katrina. You know, as long as you can laugh about the shit that you go through in life, you have what it takes to be a comedian. That's what I always think.